And we are on.
Peace and love. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Howdy. Good to be on the air one more time. Fellas, how y'all doing this evening, man? How are y'all?
Our favorite, man. We got our super guest tonight, baby. It's on and popping. I'm glad you're here. If you're here right now, I'm going to just say, grab a pen and a pad. Grab a pen and a pad, or pull your phone out, put it on somewhere you can text, or save yourself a message. But you're going to want to take some notes. It's active.
Want to welcome me. How you doing, Mimi? How you doing, baby?
Me. Peace and love. Welcome to the show.
All right, it's going to be an exciting night tonight, y'all. Like Arden said, a lot of information tonight of a fabulous event that's coming up, a super guest that's really going to inform you, give you a lot of great information. Always been doing great things in and around the Annapolis area, and you just don't want to miss any of this.
Not a bit, baby. I'm going to tell you what right now. Like it now, share it now, send it out to your people right now. It's a show you don't want to miss, for sure.
Got one of our hosts, Kenny Adams, watching tonight. Thank you for joining us, Kenny.
What's going on, Kenny Adams?
Hey. What's up, brother?
I want to welcome our number Margaret Nick in the house. Margaret Nick.
Oh, we got Margaret Nick in the building.
And we still got the birthday girl still celebrating her birthday last week. Joanne Jenkins in the building. How you doing, Joanne?
That's how we get down. That's my lady.
We had a great time. We all had a great time.
Queen of the Sky.
Melanie Butler in the house. How you doing,
Erica
Melanie?
Nadine on the scene. Thanks to me. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed. Cheryl Queen on the scene. Love you. Peace and love.
How you doing, Cheryl?
Love the air horn, Arden. I love the air horn. Give a shout out when they get home.
You know, we got Melody Butler in the house. We got to holler at her. You know how it is. Yes.
Oh, man. Fantastic, folks. Dolores Brown, thank you for checking in all the way down there from the ATL. Love it when you come on.
Yes.
Hey, guys, guess what?
Charlotte.
Dolores plans on being in town for the Juneteenth Festival. So, Dolores, we're going to see you at the festival in this month. Looking forward to seeing you there.
Forward to seeing you. For sure.
Willow in the house. How you doing, Willow?
Curtis Adams in the building.
Good to have you too, Willow.
Yes. Word.
Oh, man, they're checking in hard tonight. They're checking in hard. They're coming from out the woodwork tonight.
Danny Nutter. What?
Miss Lisa Slade in the house.
Peace, brother.
Danny Nutter all the way from California, Los Angeles, California. Danny, I'll be out there this weekend. I'm going to call you. So, all right, look. Y'all must have heard the word that we have a fantastic guest on tonight. So, without further delay, let's get this show moving, all right?
Let's go. Let's do it.
Hello viewers, let me introduce myself. I am Nagosi, a show correspondent from Kenya. Join the charismatic Knight Brothers team as they tackle the game of health, fasting, exercise, and blending socially consciousness subjects and even a splash of humor. Watch them go head-to-head, dishing out tips, recipes, and friendly opinions on their journey to become the MVPs of a healthier lifestyle for all.
Welcome to the Knight Brothers show with our host Aquavian, Arden, Lenny, Roger, Pierre, Kenny, and Armand. These brothers are nothing but the truth. Always here to help with all aspects of health, exercise, and nutrition. By participating with your questions and comments, you make the show great for everyone. So drop a 1 in the chat to get this party started. Drop them ones, KBS family.
Y'all heard
Show
Hakeem.
some love and drop them.
You heard Hakeem. Drop them ones, baby. Drop them ones. Drop them ones like Hakeem said, y'all. Come on.
Collins, thanks for the one. Thanks for the one.
Drop
Margaret
them
Nick,
ones,
thanks
baby.
for the one.
All right, Q, what's up?
Thanks for the one. Baby. Yes.
Hi, Linda. How you
wanted to
doing?
make sure because it's your good friend Linda Lean here again, and you know I get thirsty sometimes, Mr. Fast Master.
I got you. Don't worry.
I hear we have a very interesting guest tonight.
Yeah, we sure do. We got a good one.
Okay, so am I right to say that he is the most featured guest in the Knight Brothers show history?
Oh, absolutely. He's a great guest. No question.
Okay, then don't be rude, Aquavian, and tell the audience what's on tap tonight, which includes our outstanding special guest.
All right, folks, let me tell you about a hot one we got tonight. Yep, folks, we're excited tonight. We have our special beverages tonight, and drink number one is our special guest, Apostle Craig Coast, CEO of the Annapolis Juneteenth Committee, and also apostle and lead person at his very own church. Secondly, on tap, our second drink for tonight will be our feature interview with Apostle Craig Coates. And we're going to talk about the Friday night gala event for the Annapolis Juneteenth celebration, which is going to be a great event that will kick off the celebration. Our next drink for tonight, the third drink for tonight, as we keep coming with those tasty beverages, we're going to talk about the Annapolis Juneteenth Parade, the festival, the entertainment, and so much more. We're going to break down every segment of the Annapolis Juneteenth celebration. Back to you, Lenny.
Well, look, we waited long enough, so ladies and gentlemen, drop a 1 in the chat group for this handsome guy right here that makes the show look good and gonna make us look good tonight. Apostle Craig Coates, welcome to the show again, my brother.
Well, hey, brothers, welcome. I'm glad to be here, brothers. Man, it's good to be with you guys tonight.
It's always a pleasure, man.
So if everybody could do me a favor and just say welcome, Craig, welcome Apostle to the show. Can y'all drop that in the chat group for me, please?
Welcome. Thank you.
So what you been up to lately? It's been a while. I know you're a busy man. So how have you been? How's everything been going?
Man, I've been doing great, being a good husband and father and, all the other great stuff that come along with.
Absolutely.
Well, I know it's your time of the year because it's prom time. And I know you get right busy around the prom season.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we got 2 more weeks of prom. We're out of prom and finishing up wedding season, and then we're going to take a little break. But, I've got a good team working on that. I got great employees. I'm really happy.
That's awesome, man. And look, I've had a chance to see some of the work which you guys have produced, man. And absolutely stunning work, man. You and your entire staff should be congratulated on it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely some award-winning dresses and suits and everything else, man, that you're doing, man. It's just awesome work, So, to be commended.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to the day that I'll be dressing
All right, tell folks what's up, brother. Arden, you there? Or Arden froze up.
Well, where healthy is the new sexy. I'm going to step in for Arden, and our theme and our slogan for our show, where healthy is the new sexy.
All right, Arden will reconnect, I'm sure, too. But we're going to keep it moving.
The Knight Brothers Show is pleased to have Apostle Craig Coates, the CEO of the Annapolis Juneteenth celebration, to join us on tonight's show as we discuss the amazing activities planned for this year's celebration. The mission of the Annapolis Juneteenth celebration is to commemorate the emancipation of the last enslaved Africans in the United States. On June 19, 1865, Union troops arrived to Galveston, Texas to enforce the Emancipation Proclamation. Although the Emancipation Proclamation had been issued over 2 years prior, the news was withheld from many enslaved Africans. Today, we celebrate the freedom and continued legacy of resistance, empowerment, and community building. This year's theme is Land of the Free, Home of the Brave. Our focus is Generation Z and the need to protect the right to vote, the call for social and restorative justice, and the need for a next generation of free voices in America. Through music, art, education, and storytelling, we will emphasize the importance of the younger generations. They must have voice and a vote in order to have a future. We must unshackle ourselves, rename ourselves, and celebrate our journey from enslavement to liberation. The illustrious annual Annapolis Juneteenth VIP Gala will be held on Friday, June 16, 2023 at the Crowne Plaza Hotel. This will be a formal event honoring our past and celebrating our culturally rich history. We will honor minorities in our community who are leading the fight for justice while we enjoy the entertainment provided by the For the Road Band as we dance the night away. Also come out and join us for our annual parade on Saturday, June 17, 2023. Starting from the Susan Campbell Park and ending at the Bates Field Complex, where the festival will begin. This year, there will be one main stage, featuring headliners Beverly Crawford, Luandria Johnson, Vivian Green, Rakim the Rapper, Be La Donna Band, and a host of local talent. An amazing array of fireworks will immediately follow the entertainment. So get ready to hear all about the amazing events planned for the 2023 Annapolis Juneteenth celebration from the event's CEO, Apostle Craig Coates.
All right, are you there?
Man, that's amazing.
Well, Bishop, we put a little something together to let people know, because you can't get enough information out about the event, and the more times you tell it, the more it sticks with people, and the more they know what to tell their family and friends. So we're gonna dive completely into this with a full interview, and I'm sure, folks, if you have questions, and just dive right on in with your questions. But you ready for this interview, brother?
I'm ready, man. I'm ready.
All right.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, Q, you're gonna start it off, brother. Why don't you jump into it?
Well, Bishop, like I said, this is a great event, one that we're excited about, and one the whole community is excited about. And I saw how so many people got involved last year. So, and starting this year, we have a few questions. First of all, if you could just let us know about the origins of the Annapolis version of the Juneteenth celebration, the founder, the vision, the growth of this event. If you just break down that as you see fit, please.
Sure. So the origins of this began 3 years ago. It was a vision that God gave an amazing woman who I love and a true visionary, Phyllis T. Adams. We were on with you guys a few years ago when God gave her the vision. And at that time, she had $50 and a vision.
Wow.
And God told her, and she called me and told me about things. And, being a historian, I was greatly encouraged that she even was thinking about Juneteenth, because most people had never heard of it, or much less the need to celebrate it. And so she moved forward with this vision, and people started getting on board. The city got on board, and then she started just getting a lot of feedback from people outside of the city, the county. I think one of the most remarkable pieces that happened in the origin was that our county executive, Stuart Pittman, moved forward on his end to adopt and to push for policy legislation to make it a holiday in our county.
Yes.
Signed on that holiday right down there near the Arundel Center. That's historic. And all of this, came from her dream. And so it was on at that point. And as things came together, entertainment, so many things, vendors, all of the vision she had. But one of the most important pieces of her vision was she saw need to educate people about Juneteenth.
Yeah.
It didn't want to be just another festival party. And so that's when she turned in my direction, and I took excitement to having the opportunity to create a actual exhibition, Freedom Way. And Freedom Way became the focal point besides the entertainment.
Yeah, I mean, your background is rich. You're a historian by nature. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. And by study, by discipline as well.
Awesome. Q, well, keep it going, Q. What's your next question?
Yeah, so another follow-up question to that is there was a leadership change this year. Can you talk about how this year's leadership came about and the changes and why it came about? If you could just expound upon that.
Sure. Well, I believe this year's leadership change was in the making from the beginning. I believe you can't run with something until you walk with somebody, and walking side by side with T for those last 2 years, I had the opportunity to see her really working hard. I had the opportunity to have my hand in the work with her. Each year I was riding alongside her the first year in the parade. Last year we were walking side by side, and I meant to be just there for her side by side because I believe in Miss T. I know Miss T wants to see our county and our state rich, and we want to see change. And I felt that was my place right there beside her. Last year, for 2 years in a row, she led this and did an enormous amount of work. And she felt really led to pass it on now. And, said, I've done my part. Now it's time for the next person. And I believe that God had confirmed that to she and I, that I would be the next person to take the lead. And so that's when we made this big agreement in December that I would take the mantle and run with it. And I was really honored and privileged that she would hand this over to me, something that was so precious to her and so dynamic. I don't know if people realize how big this has become.
It is huge.
So
it is absolutely.
It is, but I tell you, it's right up my alley. It is right in alignment with what I have believed, preached, what I believe about the community, about liberation. And I'm just really happy to be able to continue and forward this vision to the next level.
Absolutely.
Well, Bishop, before we move on, I just want to say that I had the opportunity to work with Phyllis and T. Adams with this event. And I know the struggles, and I know the work that she put in, and I know how much she loved this event. And I want to commend her on what she did in the past, but I have to say this as well. She couldn't have passed on the baton to anybody better than yourself. So between the two of you, it's an excellent thing, a transition in leadership. So Godspeed to both of you.
I thank you so much. And I want to say that this T is still dreaming and making stuff happen. What Absolutely. I did, I started a new corporation and take it over called Celebrate Annapolis Juneteenth. We're a nonprofit. I thank Ms. T for her leadership to help me to get it established as a nonprofit. And we have pretty much everybody from the same team that worked before are working now. And when I say they work, this team is amazing. And I couldn't do it without them. They know the way, and they have been leading in their own perspective, in their own way. They have been leading the areas that they specialize in, and they are an incredible team.
Bishop, by you saying that, Bishop, follow-up question that just came to mind with that. Because sometimes when the leadership changes, the cooperation might not be there, and there's struggles in the kind of finding your rhythm, as you said. Did you run into any of that, or can you tell the audience a little bit about that? Because when it happens on the 16th and the 17th, it'll just look like everything was easy, but we know the truth. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Well, you know, if it's any project, there's going to be some friction. If there's no friction, you know, there's no real, you need to visit it. But I'll say this, that having a past for 29 years, I know that whenever you are going to take leadership and going to cast vision, you've got to get a buy-in from people. So I don't go into anything expecting people to just jump on board. I feel like you got to sell the idea. And you know, I met with the team respectively, and they were sold the first night on the idea. You know, they wanted to know what I thought about their idea moving forward, and I believe it's a partnership. You know, although I have vision for things to be different in some days, it is really continue to build on something that's already in motion. You know, this festival doesn't need a reputation established, it has one. I needed to come on board and make sure I continue to build on that reputation. And so that team bought in, and amazing. I love them. We're like family, you know. We laugh, but we work very hard.
There's a couple people asking about tickets. We will get to that. Just stay tuned. There's 2 nights, 2 days, 2-day event, Friday and Saturday. We're going to explore all aspects of that, tell you about tickets, and happy that you're asking, because that means that people are really wanting you to attend. Q, Arden is having a couple of difficulties technically wise, but we're gonna just keep it moving, okay? So until he can rejoin us, why don't you start with the next set of questions?
Sure.
Leading with the Friday night events. Can you take that one for us, please?
Yes. So Bishop, the Friday night gala to kick off the event, it's always a great event itself. So you could tell us about the honorees. I know there's a special attire that has been requested, but not absolutely required. You tell us about the catering, the menu, the entertainment. Just run down the whole gamut for us if you can. And take your time.
Absolutely. Well, you know, one of the greatest pieces to the whole Juneteenth celebration is the act of celebrating with partying and music and good food and people. That is the goal. And that's what we want to begin with, a big party that celebrates our village, our community. And our community is Black, white, Latino, you know, Asian. That's our community. And so we're coming together on Friday, June the 16th at the Crown Plaza Hotel. We're doing a red carpet affair. We're at to wear your dress up, your fabric, you know, come with your best red carpet looks, your black tie. And we're going to come on out and celebrate in grand style. We're going to walk the red carpet. We're going to take your picture because you're a celebrity. You know what I'm saying? And then we're going to get in there. We're going to have full 3 entree buffet. I mean, the food's going to be amazing. And then, of course, we're going to honor some amazing people who have been difference makers. It's what we call our awards, the difference makers. And they range from positions to people who have no title whatsoever, but are making a difference in the community. So I love to talk about them. We're super excited to honor this year quite a few. First of all, our very first Black sheriff for Anne Arundel County, who I went to high school with, and that is Sheriff Sesker, will be honored this year. African American Register Will, the Honorable Madam Registrar Erica Griswold, whom I've known many years. We're going to celebrate her. And then we're going to celebrate one of my brothers who has a festival coming right after I plan to be there for that one too. He is the local organizing committee's lead visionary, and that is our brother Troy's. We are celebrating him and honoring him this year. We are honoring our newest rector of the Anne Arundel County Health Department, Dr. Tony Geddes. A true servant. She is going to be honored this year. And then we got one of our community's best. She's been in our community over 30 years, working to help families and children. She has a heart for the community. She's fed folks. She done clothed folks. She's giving people hope. And that is none other than Pastor Cheryl Menendez.
Yes, indeed.
We're going to be honoring her. Yes, sir. She's a real soldier. We're honoring her this year. We are honoring the woman that is chairing our new decade of housing for affordable housing in Anne Arundel County, in Annapolis, the City of Annapolis Housing Authority, that being the person of Mrs. Melissa Maddox Evans. Many folks don't know, yeah, we got our problems in everywhere you live, but let me tell you something. We are rebuilding our housing units here, bigger, better community, and we want to celebrate what's going on there. We're going to dig right into the Housing Authority community, and we're going to celebrate a young lady that's a big hero. She feeds families. She's got a house full of food and pantry items. She helps families round the clock. She is a real pioneer in her community, and she's none other than Miss Donna Johnson.
Yes, indeed.
Donna's going to be
yes, indeed.
We're going to do it up for Donna. Okay?
Yes, indeed.
Donna's coming on the red carpet wearing a Craig Coates original, all right?
Oh, I hear you, brother.
Celebrate her.
Oh, my.
Yes. And so not only honoring them, but let me tell you, there's a brother in our community that's a father, in my opinion. And when I was in school, he was one of the only African-American therapists that I knew of that was helping young Black men. And he is still in the Army fighting for young people, and has produced a generation of freedom fighters, his son Brandon. And so we're going to celebrate Dr. Orly Reed. We are going to give him his flowers.
Wow.
We're going to celebrate his tremendous contributions to our community. And then, of course, we're going to have the young lady that's a major part of policy and policy making in our county, our city, and our state. But she's city born, and that is none other than Delegate Shanika Henson.
Yes,
we're going to celebrate her as well.
Okay.
At this, yes, sir.
Look,
so we want to come on out. I want to make sure I covered everybody. I don't want to leave out any people being celebrated, because it's going to be a tremendous night, a lot of laughter, a lot of hand clapping, and then we're going to dance the night away.
I hear you, brother.
Road band. And you have to say it once or say it twice.
Oh, man,
the
look.
road is going to take us out. Folks going to leave with their shoes in their hand.
Look, if you only had Friday night, that would have been enough if you only had Friday night. But look, folks been asking already.
No.
They want to buy tickets. This link right here, you can hit your cell phone and buy a ticket right now. But Bishop, why don't you tell them a little bit about tickets and everything else?
Get that
Sure,
ticket
the tickets are available there on the QR code. They're also on our website, www.theannapolisjuneteenth.org. You can go on there and get your tickets. I'm telling you, there's only one more week left for tickets, and they're going very quickly now. All right, and so the tickets are $100. We want you to get your ticket. We want you to show up in grand style, and we are going to celebrate as a community. Right? Got some special surprise for you that night as well.
Show up and show out. That's what they call it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, just in case you didn't get the hint, you can't get some original from Craig Coates.
Hey, look, folks, if you're not excited hearing this, if you're not excited,
I'm telling you.
It sounds exciting, man. Just so excited. Look, we got to keep it moving, though. We got so much going on. Let's go to the next aspect of this, because, like I said, that's only Friday night, y'all. That's only Friday. But the commercial said, what the commercial said, but wait, it's more.
There's more. There's more.
Well, let's go to Craig. Let's go to Saturday and start with this fabulous thing that T. Adams started, the parade aspect of it. Can you talk about this year's? Like, you just had amazing floats, amazing bands, amazing entertainment in the parade itself. Could you talk about this year's special participants, the route? Because there's some changes to the route this year, the starting times, where people can park, and all those little miscellaneous details that's often overlooked with all the excitement. Could you go into those for us, please?
Sure. So the parade will be comprised of all of the entities, resources, fraternities, sororities, businesses, children's groups, marching band, businesses that make up our village. People are coming from everywhere to be a part of this parade, which will be led by a float, compliments of the Homestead Gardens. That leadoff float will be designed and decorated like Galveston, Texas. Will feature ex-slaves, people posing as ex-slaves. We'll have gentlemen will represent General Gordon Granger. We're going to really literally reenact what happened very first Juneteenth celebration in Galveston, Texas. We're going to have dances in the streets, African drummers and human. Then we got our steel band on wheels, Tranquility. They're on part. We got the carnival band, a carnival dance team. That team is coming in on best shoes. They're going to turn it out. We've got marching bands this year. We've got floats. We've got different organizations entering a float competition. It's going to be an award for best floats. And then this year, we are extending the route. It's not going to end at Amos Garrett. It's going to come on around that circle, come on down Spar Road, hit Caraway, and come straight to the big field.
Oh, my goodness.
And when the parade gets to the field, there's going to be a battle of the bands. And then our county, city, and state officials and myself are going to welcome the people. And it's going to open with the most explosive dance vacation from our expressions dance expressions, our young people. We got some huge surprises. So I did want to say this about the parade. It's really important that people at the parade, because the parade is not just really like a fun and dance thing. It's a declaration. It's declaring that ground that we are standing on belongs to us, and we celebrate it, and we celebrate our existence. And so this is going to be a beautiful melting pot of people from every race, every religion, every persuasion coming together to celebrate freedom.
And I was going to ask you just that question. So can you elaborate a little bit more? Because I know when you get involved in something, it's just not on the surface. I know you're a deep thinker, brother. You're a fascinating man, and I know you like to have symbolic and significance that runs deep to what you're doing. So can you really elaborate a little bit more on the significance and the symbolic of that parade?
Yes, sir. So many people don't know that when the Emancipation Proclamation was issued, and it 2.5 years before the word got to people in Texas that they were free, there was a process that many people don't understand. You know, policy without enforcement is nothing. And what happened in Galveston, Texas on June 19th, 1865 is critical, because it didn't just involve the slaves. It involved the law enforcement. It involved the military. That's what I want to talk about. General Granger came into Texas boldly with the issue proclamation demanding, not asking, demanding that all slaves be free immediately. But he did not come by himself. He was accompanied by the Union colored troops. This is what people need to understand. Black people freed black people.
Oh my goodness. Tell them.
Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Black men came in to enforce it. And they liberated the people, and the people in the dance in the streets even went into their masters' homes and took their clothing and dressed up in them and celebrated. And so this was a radical, revolutionary moment in history. It would not have happened had it not been for the legislation, had not been for the enforcement.
Wow.
And so this marching and all of the things that we're going to see on June the 17th is an expression of our gratitude for what really happened.
Amen,
and as you guys know, we see it all the time. We're marching for justice. We're speaking up. Black Lives Matter, all kinds of things, and we're doing it solidly. We're protesting appropriate, but as you all know, there is opposition. And opposition tries to turn those moments into something it's not. And so parade, in a sense, is not just a celebration, it's a declaration.
Oh, hey man, I knew it was something else behind it. If you involved, brother, I know it's got to go deeper. Well, look, Bishop, we want to go to the festival because we talked about the gala and we talked about the parade, but wait, it's more. Like Ard said, but wait, there's more. So, Q, why don't you start this segment off with the next questions?
Yeah, Bishop, let's talk about the festival itself down that's going to be held on Bates Field. Could you tell us about some of the incredible gospel artists that you were able to secure for this year's event? And go behind the scenes and tell us how it was that you were able to gather this level of talent, if you could.
Well, my history as a musician and a gospel choir director and musician, I've had blessing to know a lot of people in the industry. And when T taught a celebration, the first year we had one stage. The second year we had two stages. She had a gospel stage and an R&B stage. Now, this year we're going to do one stage in terms of and we are bringing a melting pot of genres. We're going to do everything from jazz and reggae to spoken word to gospel and hip hop and R&B. Okay, we're gonna get it all. But when it comes to gospel, I wanted to make sure I brought gospel artists that even unchurched people know about and will definitely benefit from them being. And I couldn't think of anybody appropriate than the amazing Andrea Johnson. Right. Leandria Johnson is probably one of the greatest voices of our time. And she's going to come up there on that floor and she probably going to come out there with her shoes off. And she is going to take us to church. Between her and Beverly Crawford, might call some folks that help get people up off the grass.
It's good.
So those ladies are with our very own locals. Divine of Annapolis.
Yes.
Them sisters
are
they're gonna rock the house. We got the young people, Theron Fowler and company. He's bringing our urban group. It's gonna be amazing. And of course, we've got a group that I think are one of the most talented. They've won many awards all around the country, but they're from right here in Anne Arundel County, and that is Naja Scott and Divine Anointing. When they open their mouths, everything's gonna go south. I mean, just amazing. She's a graduate of Peabody Music, an accomplished musician, director, and the choir second to none.
Wow.
So
excited about the festival. Looking forward to some of the gospel artists.
There was a question, do you have to pay for the festival? Can you just proudly and loudly tell folks about that?
How much it is?
There is cost for the festival. But I do want you to come to the festival and bring money and support all of the businesses, vendors, food trucks.
Yes.
That's why it's free, so you can get in there and support your village.
I told y'all, this brother, when he put
$3.99, y'all. It's $3.99.
I told you, when he put something together, he know how to do it, y'all. I'm telling you, it's always going to be right. He's going to be thinking about the people. I love it. Cheryl D. Queen says she loves Leandra Johnson. And I know Divine is going to tear it up. But wait.
Yes.
There's more.
There's more.
Next question
There's
up.
more.
Next question up. Arden.
Yo. Hey, I can't see the questions because my internet is acting absolutely crazy. So I'm not even sure if you see me right now. I do hear you. But I know we talking about 50 years of hip hop on this joint because this is the celebration going down. So we are definitely looking for, some artists on that tip. And I heard you have a super duper dope surprise. So can you tell them, who you have coming out, as far as that hip hop situation?
Yes, sir. Well, first of all, we're going to start it off with a young fella out of Baltimore named Lil Six. Lil Six is a popular rapper. He going to hit the stage. He going to blow it up. Okay? And then we are going to bring to the stage the one and the only Kim. Yes, sir. Coming straight out of He
yes,
coming down. He is excited. He bringing a crew with him. and he gonna hit the stage with a double disc set and his music DJs and everything and turntables. We are going to go back to the hip hop moment, the time we all were flourishing and life was good. We gonna turn it out. Okay? He is going to hit that stage with some double turntables, grab that mic, and it's gonna be over.
It's gonna be on down there, man. When I saw Rakim, I was like, oh my goodness. Right there in Annapolis,
I'll tell you, live.
Rakim is coming to Annapolis to see how he do it.
Oh man. Look, you can see the comments. Rakim is my guy. Yes, the Lord says. Erica says, I was totally in love with Rakim back in the day.
Well, girl, come on out and see him.
Still me. Check him out. You know what I mean? Because it's that's the way it has to be. You gonna get on after me. You know what I mean? It's the baby. So we live, man. I'm gonna tell y'all. Look, get your tickets now. I just want to double back. I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you to take advantage of the event Friday and the event Saturday. Just clear your calendar for that. I mean, just put it on there. Just draw a line right through it because you booked Friday and Saturday. All right, that's the 16th and the 17th.
That weekend is booked.
If I'm not, that's booked. It's locked out. Sunday, get some rest. No doubt.
So, Craig, this year
R&B artists too.
Oh, well, who are they?
Oh yeah.
Tell us about the whole lineup.
Yeah, so we got our R&B artist is Vivian Green. Vivian Green's gonna get to the stage and she gonna turn it out. And I'm not gonna say he's performing, but I'm just gonna say Kwame is coming with her.
Oh my goodness!
Kwame is coming with her.
Oh my goodness!
Polka dots, baby.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Man, I hope y'all ready. I hope y'all ready for this.
Bishop, you done outdid yourself this year, brother.
I hope y'all ready.
And wait, but there's more. When they think it's over,
you got the violinist too.
Our girls gonna hit the stage. Belladonna Go-Go Band.
Yes.
Belladonna is rock the house until the fireworks start. By the time the fireworks start, Belladonna will have worn us out.
Let me say this to you, folks. I'm gonna tell you first and foremost. Bottom line, you had the most amazing fireworks display. I'm gonna tell you, it eclipsed the 4th of July. If y'all don't do nothing else but get down there and check out that fireworks stage, the fireworks were absolutely freaking amazing. I mean, it kept going and going. And then they had the go-go rocking behind it, man. You ain't never had fireworks like this until you hear fireworks with the go-go pop. Let me salute you right now, sir. Pop it.
Amazing.
It was like, oh, y'all better get there.
And I want to say heads
better get there.
Annapolis for that.
Could you say that last part once again?
Hats off to the city of Annapolis for that.
Yes.
Awesome.
Could you tell us about the Afro Beach, the jazz violinist? Could you tell us about him a little bit as well? Because that seems to be really trending.
Oh my God! Let me tell you something. This guy, he's the violinist. He is what is called an Afro beat modern urban violinist. He is going to take us to Africa by way of Egypt. When I tell you his sounds are the most authentic, he is going to rock. People gonna be out there dancing in the grass.
No doubt.
All I can say. All I can say is this, Bishop. This lineup of talent that you have for absolutely free is phenomenal. And I mean, when you start to put it into terms of people paying $1,000 to go see Janet Jackson, and $5,000 to see a Beyonce, and you putting together superior level talent for free, you should be commended. Phyllis should be commended. Everybody that started this, and man, it's just amazing. Annapolis should show gratitude. They should pack that field. We should be wall to wall out there on the 16th and the 17th.
I want to piggyback off what
the ground right there.
I want to piggyback off what Artie said. Guys, Annapolis, you should plan your entire weekend around this event, Friday night and Saturday night. Come on, you got a month. You got to go a month ahead of time. Let's get those tickets for Friday night, and let's be out there and support for Saturday as well. Let's make it Annapolis Juneteenth weekend. Let's go, guys. Let's do this.
Quavius, a question.
Now, so you can go get that Craig Coates original, y'all. You know what I mean? You got to get this man enough time to make his vision happen for you. You know, so get your ticket. Go holler at my man and get your fresh, get dipped and dripping for the red carpet. You know what I mean? Like only my man Coach can do.
That's right.
So he's been doing it for so long. I'm telling you, he's nice with that. So please get dipped and ready and rocking. Get your ticket and get on that red carpet. You know why? Because he's going to even take a picture of you on the red carpet so you can have proof that how dripping you were.
So could you tell us about this new
classy backdrop?
This new aspect, or how you really leaned into the children this year so that it's a full family event? Could you tell us what the Children's Village is? What's the concept? How was it developed? And a little bit so the audience can know that their kids can have a safe haven to come and enjoy this event as well.
Yes, so you know the proverbial saying, it takes a village. Where we're literally going to erect village right there at the festival. Where we normally had a stage will all be a village with every resource, mentoring group, tutors, businesses, anything that allows our children to thrive. That's what this village will be. If you're looking for resources, we'll have people there. We'll have therapy there. We have after school program people. We have groups there for karate, for all kinds of things that to get our children moving in the right direction, to keep them interested and keep them growing. There will also be a booth there where you can lineage. There's so many wonderful pieces. Face painting, all kinds of activities for children. We have a virtual scavenger hunt. One of our partners is Anne Arundel Health Department, and they're bringing the theme Be Green, Be Seen, which is going to be about emotional well-being for children. So we are going to really open up the door for our children to treasure and value. The name of the village called Watoto, which in Swahili means children. So the Watoto village, you don't want to miss it. The entryway is amazing. We even have an elder erected. That's the elder of the village. That's going to be the entranceway to this village. So we don't want you to miss it. We want you to spend some of the day right there in the village with your children. You know, with all the resources, and then, you know, as a family, let's celebrate.
Amen. Amen. Look, it's so much going on. It's just an amazing event. I want you to tell a little bit more about the festival so that folks can really get a full context of what's going on. Q, can you field that question to Bishop, please?
Yeah. So, Bishop, I mean, if you could just break down and tell us about what kind of expectation do you have as far as attendance would be, and how should people arrive? What time they should arrive? Isn't it okay to bring tents with chairs? And will restrooms and what kind of food vendors and things of that nature will be there? If you just take your time and walk through all of that, just take your time with it.
So you know, I want people to pack like they're going on an adventure with their family, to be out there in the open with their family. One thing you can expect is that the Rex and Parks has put down brand turf all over. So we've got a fully brand new turf area.
Wow.
Yes, sir. They've done that.
Awesome.
So we
want
to come and enjoy it, respect it, but enjoy it. We will not be able to put up personal tents at this festival because it just will not be, you know, And if there's even the slightest breeze, that could put our whole festival in jeopardy. So there will be at least 150 to 70 vendors. Everything from crafts to clothing to businesses that have games and art and you name it. Every avenue is covered with our vendors. Food trucks, every kind of food you can imagine. every cultural influence is going to be there with food, and of course desserts and beverages. And we have a company that produces alkaline water. They're going to be there.
Wow.
You know, it's just so many wonderful opportunities. You're never going to get bored, you know, and all of this is what we call the main marketplace. And of course, you can go around to all of our vendors. If you need a handicap access, we have handicap parking. We also have golf carts. We have a company that's going to transport people that need transporting. Then we also have a petting farm. Children
Wow.
can come and do horseback riding and petting.
Oh my God.
We have a petting farm this coming.
Wow.
Yeah,
wow,
they're going
wow.
to be a part of that, David.
Right.
So
Can
parking,
I ask you-
we're asking people to please. What's that?
I said, just to back
No,
up
you
for
were
1
about
second,
to
I wanna
go
be
right
clear.
into what question I was about to ask. I just heard you go into parking, and that's what my question was, and you ran right into it. You're clairvoyant. You roll.
Hold on, before we go there,
So
I
let
want to
me
back
say
up.
this
I want
about
to make
parking.
sure there's some clarification about. You said you won't be able to bring a personal tent, but you can bring your own chairs. Is that correct?
You can bring your chairs, absolutely. I would encourage you to bring chairs. I would encourage people to bring a hat because it is summer. And
Yes.
don't wear a black hat though. Bring a hat
Yes.
that will repel the heat and the sun. People be amazed what a white cap will do versus a black. Black looks stylish, but it's going to draw the heat and bake your brain.
Okay.
White cap, wear something big. Bring an umbrella just in case. You know, the kind you can put up like the race. But you know, but the tents will not be able to permit them to bring them at this time. If that changes, we'll put it out there. I promise.
Okay.
And this is
Wanna
so
make sure we
you
get
know.
clarification on that.
Our page. To our page on Facebook, go to our website, and the information will always be updated. And this year we have our own app. The app will be unveiled on June the 1st. The app will be June the 1st, so you can get it on your mobile phone. It'll have a map with where everybody's stationed that has a business there. It'll have all our sponsors on it. It'll have
Wow.
information so you can keep up to date with what's going on. And so with the park, last year we had 1,000 people. So with parking, the United States Naval Academy is our source for parking. If you're coming into the city, please don't try to drive in and pray for a parking space. It's not going to happen. You got to park at the stadium, pay the $10, ride the shuttle in, and enjoy yourself. It's worth it. It's worth it.
I'm so glad. I'm
We're
so
co-
glad you mentioned that. That's important for people to know
Yes.
that. Yes.
Yes. And listen, there's a very special group that I need to give a shout out to that's going to be a part of this year, featuring fashion show with them. And that is the Ball Boss movement. The Ball Bosses are coming from all over the country. They have booked us.
Oh yeah.
They're partying with us at the gala, and they're going to do an amazing show presentation on the stage, on the big stage at the festival.
Awesome.
So this is important. This is very important. How can people donate, help, or buy merchandise earlier, or assist you in any kind of way as far as this event is concerned? And are there deadlines
So there are many ways
for people to be donating?
Yes, if you would like to help, be a volunteer. You go to our website, either hit the QR code in the website to be a volunteer. They have orientations, they have rules. They will not accept volunteers the day of. You have to go through their process, they're trained, so they can get you cleared. You'll have a clearance badge. You'll be able to park on the facility as a volunteer. We want to hats off to Chick-fil-A. They are going to feed our volunteers the whole day.
Wow.
Compliments of Chick-fil-A. They're going
Wow.
to take care of volunteer staff. Okay. They're also going to cater for all of our recording artists.
Wow.
All right. If you want to donate, listen, ladies, gentlemen, money works. This is cheap. These people are not coming cheap. They're a price tag, I promise you. And so I'm just saying, if we got some owners out there, if you want to give $10, it works. But if you want to give 10,000, I promise you, we know how to utilize it. At the end of the year, we have a report that anyone can see, annual report to show where the money went. All right. We want you to come out, pull your dollars into this festival. It's only going to get bigger.
You know what?
Then we have our own merchandise.
Yes.
This year's
Tell about
t-shirt,
the
the official t-shirt is on sale. It is on our website. Listen, I got great news. It's about to off because we will no longer be mailing them out after the 31st of May. But hats off to the Annapolis Town Center. We now have a space at the Town Center, a boutique at the Town Center, where we will have a pop-up shop and we will be displaying Freedom Way, and we will be selling the t-shirts and displaying information about the festival from June the 1st through the 15th. You can come to Annapolis Town Center right there on the main boulevard, Town Center Boulevard, and stop at the Celebrate Annapolis Juneteenth pop-up shop.
Wow. Man,
that's a great price also, Fred. That's a very good price. $20? You can't get no shirt for no $20 no more, man. So I appreciate that, man. You kept it affordable, approachable.
If you don't,
you know what I mean? Even for the family.
You get them for $25.
Great.
Lenny,
get it down.
And we have 2 color choices.
Absolutely. So look, all of this is.
I want to say that the children. I want to say that children will get their shirt for free.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, the Watoto Village shirts will be free. Let me tell you, free to the first 1,000 children. After that,
my goodness, that's a lot of free shirts, though.
Okay,
say that one more time for them, because I don't think they got it.
You gotta give you a reason to come back.
Pastor, can you talk about how this event is a celebration for our Black culture and our heritage and our freedom, but any great holiday should be celebrated across a multicultural situation. Can you talk about how Juneteenth should be celebrated across diverse ethnicities and why it's important for the fabric of this nation we call America, particularly at a time when you got organizations and states trying to erase our culture out of education curriculums and everything else? Please speak to that, my brother.
That's the very reason why it needs to be celebrated across diverse ethnicities. As you guys have noticed, the past 2 years, we've had diversity at the festival. People come that are Black, white, Latino, and the whole idea is that we got to send a message to this very small, far right group that our country has been and will always be made up of people that come from diverse places and backgrounds. And if we're gonna make America great, it's gonna be first, not again, because it wasn't great. You know, somebody died, somebody lost their land, and now if we want to change the future, we're gonna have to recognize, acknowledge those that have lost their lives for our country to be the country it is, and that it's time now for us to talk about what the future looks like. And the future is education, it's empowerment, it's social justice, it's reparations, it's all of that.
Amen. Amen. Well, look, last set of questions we got. Q, why don't you number one, because I think what you guys are creating is something will go down in history. And Q, why don't you just go ahead and field the question?
Yes, Bishop, I first of all, like everyone else has said, I just want to commend you, first of all, you, not only you this year, but Phyllis T. Adams in the past, and others who've become a part of the Lord. But Juneteenth is becoming a premier summer event, kickoff in the Annapolis area in general. Can you just address that? Because this thing is really just growing exponentially. And we're just excited about not only where it's going this year, but where it's going in the future. If you just want that.
Certainly. I believe that Juneteenth celebration here was God's plan. And I believe that he dropped that plan on Phyllis because he knew she was bold enough to stand toe-to-toe with people and say, this is what we're going to do. And I believe when it's God's plan, it grows like this. I'm not so amazing that I make it special. I just see that it has to keep going and it continue to be God's plan for our city. And in my opinion, Juneteenth is the true Independence Day for this country.
Amen, brother.
This is the time that everyone can celebrate that in law and in practice, we had participation. And in my opinion, I believe it's going to grow to the point that it is, as a matter of fact, we got the statistics back from the Office of Emergency Management that this year gone was bigger than July in Annapolis. And they're preparing the Office of Emergency Management. We thank them, the Annapolis Police Department and beyond are preparing because it is the largest gathering in our city, the largest parade, the largest gathering for fireworks. And they have already documented and said that. So it's becoming the premier event. I believe it is, and we have to continue to keep it growing and to continue to keep it safe. And that's why we're saying there's no alcoholic beverages at the festival whatsoever. No alcoholic beverages. Anyone that has them, bear them, will be leaving the festival early because we know that where there's that influence, there's trouble. And this is not going to happen. Brock and his crew already know you are not contracted if you come in with any juice on you or in you. And so everybody that's coming knows that this is a family event and we will hold true to it.
Oh man, that is so awesome. Arden,
I love that.
Arden, I don't know if you can see the screen, but I'm gonna put the question up anyway. Can you see that?
I don't.
Okay,
no,
I'm
on.
Well, Keo asked the question, but you can lean in as well, Arden. Go ahead, Keo.
With all that you have going on, could you just take the time at this moment to tell us about any other activities you're involved in or involved with lately? You can tell us about, take the time to tell us about your business and about the prom dress situation and things of that nature. You just take the time
your ministry and everything else. Just let folks know.
Yeah.
Sure. Well, in August last year, I was blessed to open the city's first African-American owned bridal salon. I opened up a bridal and red carpet salon called Craig Coates Couture. So it's my label. And we provide custom wedding gowns, tuxedos, suits, red carpet looks for anyone. We are located on Forest Drive in the Gardner Center. We're coming up on 1 year in August already. So we've had our very first prom season, which ends next week. Prom has been amazing. We're in our bridal season. We're booked into next year, but there's still room to do things for people. So that's been my focal point, building that company, building the employment, building opportunities for internships for young people. And that's been my focus there. When it comes to the ministry, I've done something very unique. I've taken a sabbatical. I had taken a break from ministry for a few months, intentionally for self-care, to spend time with my kids and my wife and to just kind of refocus on what's my next. And I believe my next is to work year-round on the Juneteenth Festival and education.
Amen, brother.
And to open the door for be a nonprofit that can employ young men and women that are in the graphics field, event planning, to really build a corporation here. We'll keep the education in front of us, keep young people learn about voting and their rights and their voice. That's gonna be what I believe is my calling. I always, be in ministry, but I've got a wonderful staff of pastors, and I'll go back to the helm seat, but I won't be doing all the work I've done in the past. They're doing it.
That is amazing because you rarely see such an unselfish act that you just said, Apostle. To step back, to let somebody else get some shine, knowing that God has many people out here in the field that can do the job, so you can go be a blessing to even greater people by making this a year-round event with all the tie-in activities that you do. I just think that is just an absolutely wonderful thing to do, and I commend you for that, brother.
Thank you. We're working on next year already, and I do want to put this out there. We put out a call for young people to come and work and get service learning hours. We know they need those hours to graduate, and a lot of times I find that people are running, trying to find something for their kids to get those hours. I'm saying this festival is a great opportunity for children, for young teenagers to come out and get service learning hours and get the experience. We really would like to, so parents, please push your kids to get this experience. That is really critical. And planning for next year, we've already gotten a contract back for next year's potential headliner.
Wow.
I won't say it, but we will announce it. We will announce this person at the festival. All I'm going to say is they are world-renowned and they are coming to Annapolis.
Wow.
That's a nice thing.
Y'all stay tuned. Y'all gotta go to the go there to find out.
Social media, all of those areas.
All right, look, let's do a quick 30-second commercial, and then we're going to close the show out. We'll be right back, folks.
The Knight Brothers Show
Excellent
promotes
job.
black seed oil, the perfect addition to your daily health routine. Black seed oil and pills are made with high-quality pure seeds and is 100% natural cold-pressed and unrefined. Packed with anti-inflammatory properties and more, black seed oil helps the immune system, weight control, healthy skin, hair, and improve overall well-being. Buying from our Amazon link helps the growth and success of the show, allowing us to bring you informative and entertaining content. Don't wait, start improving your health today. Order from the Knight Brothers Amazon link and experience the many benefits of black seed oil.
Well, y'all know how we do it. We love our black seed oil, our spirulina, and all of our supplements that we recommend to kind of help you with your dietary, while you're getting your diet together and while you're getting your fasting together. We like to, give you some things that can really help you out. So visit tinyurl /KB for your black seed oil, tinyurl.com KB / spirulina to get your spirulina. Both of these things are wonderful supplements that can aid and help you with any of your dietary needs. And Brother Coach can tell you all about those as well. But we do want to get back to closing this out, Brother Coach. And a lot of y'all getting the black seed oil. Melanie, Melody, who was, and Cheryl, and who else got some? Joanne got some last weekend. We just want to say thank y'all for supporting the show in that way. Bishop, why don't you got any closing words for anybody that you want to talk to the audience about?
I just want to say, I think to the audience that this festival certainly shows the love and connectivity that we do have in our city and our county.
Yes.
We Arundel County is certainly the best place to live. The city of Annapolis, our residents, the organizations, our agencies, our mentoring groups, everyone that serves the city, we see that love at this festival. This festival has been like a big family reunion, and I really am thankful that for the past years, we've had no violence, we've had no real issues. We are stepping up the security even more because as it grows, that's our responsibility to also make sure that people feel like they're safe to come to this festival. The same weekend, there's a festival taking place in Baltimore. I won't discredit it, but what I would say is, if you know you have something just as dynamic in your own town, why fight the traffic and everything else to go somewhere else?
Amen.
When you can be right at your back door and have a wonderful, safe time and see a lot of people you maybe haven't seen in a long time. Come on out.
I will have to echo that. Support your own. Y'all from Annapolis. Annapolis is long overdue to be reborn again, because I remember as a youth way back in the day, Annapolis used to be a mecca for entertainment and for activities down at the Cars Beach, at the Cars Beach Club, at the Cars Beach. Just you have a great time. And I think what you're doing here, Craig, is a rebirth of that whole talent situation, but you're tying this into socio-economic situations where you're doing this year round so the proceeds can help the community. And I tell you, I really commend you, and some of the audience is saying the same thing. Q and Arden, you got anything else before we give Bishop the last word? Any comments, and then we're going to give him the last thing to close this out.
Arden, I'm going to let you go first, Arden. Go right ahead.
Thank you, sir. You're too kind, indeed. No, but I appreciate you coming on and sharing that with the community and our family, no doubt. And coming here, we definitely appreciate it. I just want to echo one more time to everybody else, go buy your ticket now for Friday. Put it on your calendar. Grab your children, grab your grandmother, grab your aunt, grab your cousin. Grab your cousins you don't like. You might find out you like them over the weekend. But bring them with you. It's a family affair, like they say, like the song goes, it's a family affair, and I declare I want you there. So it's just a blessing to have the pool of talent that you have gathered to bring to Annapolis. And, the people you're honoring, really good friends of mine. And I definitely appreciate the service that you're providing for the community, and then celebrating those that service the community is incredible. So, hats off to the effort, to the focus, to all of the people. We don't even know their names, that they're behind this and they're pushing this forward.
Yes,
just appreciate
yes.
Peace and love, man. You always been 100 with me, so I'm definitely a supporter, a long-time supporter, family. We go way back to the Shag. You remember the Shag? Yeah, back then. But peace and love. I'm gonna stop being, stop having fun.
Oh, my goodness.
Close it. Peace and love. Thank you all. Thank everybody for joining the show. We love y'all. Peace and love. Q. Do what you do, man.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Craig, as your relationship has grown with this show, with the Knight Brothers show, and we love having you as a guest on this show. We just want to thank you.
I love being on here.
Yo, man, we want to just thank you. We want to thank you for taking the time to be a part of this, man. And as you move forward, and feel free, you don't have to have a special thing going on. You can just hit me anytime, Lenny or Arden, anytime it's. Hey, listen, man, there's something I want to share. And we're going to get you on, brother, because of the love that we have.
Okay, and the deal.
All right? So feel free anytime.
Amen.
Thank you.
Well, Bishop, you got the last words, and we're going to say good night to the audience. Anything else you want to leave them with? Or,
when you come to the festival, make sure you check out who our sponsors are. See the people that are supporting the cause. I want to say shout out to Truist Bank, to Sandy Spring Bank, to Mercedes-Benz of Annapolis. We want to say shout out to Live Casino and Hotel. We have quite a few. K and True Hardware. We have people that stepped up. Churches, First Christian Churches. We have a whole slew of supporters and sponsors. We have a special commemorative book that demonstrates who they are. You will hear from some of them on the stage. Health letters on the stage. We have special people coming. So just pay attention to who the sponsors are and the businesses that support because those are the kind of businesses you want to keep open.
Amen. And with that, y'all, we want to say thank you. We want to say thank you to Craig for just being so unselfish of his time. We want to say good night, and y'all go support this event. All right?
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Peace, y'all.
Bye, baby. Peace and love, stop.